Hello everyone, I'm Sean.
This is who?
And we are the Courageour Frights, back once again for another movie review.
Yes.
So you'll notice that our venue has changed.
Yeah.
We are in a hotel in Montreal.
Yes.
Because we are at Fantasia, which is a festival.
That
Got the thing here.
Movies.
There are movies at the film festival.
Yes.
So one of these movies that were at the film festival is a Japanese film called Confession.
Yes.
So this is sort of a Japanese-Korean film.
Yeah.
I think it's actually a Japanese film, but it happens to have a Korean guy in it as well. So you want to read the plot synopsis?
Yes. So, Keisuke Asai and Ryu Ji-young were members of the same university mountain climbing club. 16 years after their graduation, they're still good friends. They decide to go mountain climbing. Come right there. Members who does of Sayuri Nishida, who was a member of their club. She died 16 years ago in an accident while mountain climbing. During Asai and Ji-young's climb, they encounter a blizzard and get lost in extreme weather. Ji-young gets injured and becomes certain that he will die. Asai tries to cheer Ji-young to not give up, but Ji-young suddenly makes a shocking confession. They then see a mountain hut where they can take shelter, and it goes on from there.
Yes. So this is one of those type of films where it's all shot, well, almost entirely shot in one small location.
Yeah.
So in this case, it's a mountain hut.
Yeah.
There's some scenes outdoors at the beginning. There's scenes using a miniature of the hut during a blizzard or what have you.
Yeah.
And then everything else takes place inside the hut.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a psychological thriller. There's sort of sometimes it's hard to tell what's real, what's a dream, what's people going insane, that sort of film. So this kind of reminds me of a other Japanese film I saw called Origami that was made by Ryuhei Kitamura, and that had much more supernatural stuff going on, but it was the same idea that it was all filmed in one room.
Yeah.
And also The Shining.
Yeah, Shining, for sure.
The Shining,
like The Shining
has a ton of influence from The Shining in this film.
Because he's breaking down doors with an axe and stuff. He's looking through.
Yeah, looking through the keyhole.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah, he does everything but say, "Here's Johnny."
Yeah.
But yeah, and the winter being trapped in the cabin type thing.
Yeah. That
sort of claustrophobic feeling. I don't know if they filmed this in my hometown or not.
Yeah.
When I was living in Japan, I lived in Aomori, which is under blizzard all the time.
Yes, it probably was.
So it gave me nostalgic memories.
Yes, of snow.
of being caught in blizzards and dying. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. There's a couple scenes. There's some good play off the characters because the two main actors is pretty, especially the Korean guy.
Yeah,
I don't know his name, but Yang
Ik-jun.
He does a pretty decent job here. He's just he switches in between Japanese and Korean. He's just it's really good.
Yeah. The English version of this is quite good. The subtitled version where it puts sort of brackets around the Korean, and then the Japanese doesn't have it, so you can tell if you can't tell which language is which, you can with the subtitles. So it lets you know that they're not speaking the same language. So that means that the stuff in the brackets is obviously Korean, so then Asai doesn't know what he's saying when he's screaming at him in Korean.
There's a scene where he's speak Japanese.
Yeah, because he's trying to kick down the door.
Yeah, because he's just screaming in Korean, and he's speak Japanese. Basically, couldn't understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
And also, apparently, this is a manga too. So
yes,
it's a manga from. It's called Kokuhaku Confession by Nobuyuki Fukimoto, and illustrated by Kaiji Kawaguchi.
Yeah.
January 23, 2021, which I didn't know this was actually a manga.
No, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I was okay.
So we found that out when we watched it. So this is it seems like a low-budget film done entirely in one location, but still very competently made.
Yeah.
Very, it feels like a real movie.
Yeah.
Which you don't always get with a film festival.
Yeah.
Entries. You have a lot of indie films, a lot of first-time filmmakers, or at least seems like first-time filmmakers at these sort of things. So this one was very very pleasant surprise. Although I felt like going into it that it was basically what we thought it was going to be. Yeah. So
reading the synopsis, like I can kind of get some ideas of what's going to happen, but it does. Yeah. It plays out. There's some twists and stuff, and it is really good.
Yeah. So we would definitely recommend Confessions.
Yes.
So, is there anything else you want to say about this one? These are gonna be short reviews.
Yeah, sure. We don't want to because this movie hasn't came out in theaters yet when we're doing this review. So we're doing this review on 7/19/2024.
Yeah, at least outside of Japan.
Yeah, outside of Japan, the States, it hasn't come to theaters yet. So this is all going to be just short.
Yeah.
Spoilerless reviews, and basically the synopsis. So if you really want to read
and our thoughts on it, pretty much. So yeah, this one, it like I said, very competently shot, very suspenseful.
Yeah.
There's some moments that I think are played for laughs, although our audience was a little heavy on the laughs.
They were like, they were a little rowdy.
They thought everything was a comedy.
The guy behind us turned to Joseph Joestar. It's like, oh my God.
Oh God. But yeah, I don't know if it really calls for that, but it was quite good.
Because there's scenes that are a little bit over the top, but that's Asian cinema.
Only slightly though.
Yeah, it plays, but there's a reason why he's being that way. And like I say, in the movie is the reason why they get to that point, basically. So
yeah. So, again, we recommend Confession if you get a chance to see it. I don't know how widely spread the availability will be on this or any of these films that we're going to talk about this week.
Yeah.
So, if you like these videos, give us that thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more like this in the future, and you too can feel the strength welling within. See ya.